What if I told you most drawing advice is actually slowing you down? And what if the real way to improve crazy fast feels so effortless? It almost shouldn't be allowed. Everyone tells you just practice more if you want to get better. But let me ask you, how's that working out? Are you actually improving or just grinding for hours and feeling stuck? The truth is, grinding for hours won't make you improve faster. In fact, it might be the very reason you are stuck. So today, I'll share a method that makes you improve at drawing so fast it almost feels illegal. And no, it's not some generic practice more advice. It's a game changer. Stick around because by the end of this video, you will learn the exact steps that will completely transform how you draw, without burnout, without frustration, and without wasting time. Let's get into it. Let me ask you, have you ever watched an art tutorial that gives you advice like draw 1000 cubes every week, practice 4 to 8 hours a day, just like pros do, fill an entire sketchbook every month, or else? Sounds intense, right? But does it actually work? Well, if you ever felt suspicious about this kind of advice, you were right. It doesn't work like that. But why? Let's take a look at two artists. The first one follows every of these art advices. He starts with crazy intensity, grinding every day for a lot of hours. His skills skyrockets for a week. Then burnout. No progress for months. The second one, slower at first, but steady. No burnout, and over time he leaves the first artist in the dust. So what's the secret? The second artist knows something that makes his practice 10 times more effective and sustainable. Turns out he used a 7-step study approach called the anchor method. Every study, I like to follow each step to make sure I get as much value from my studies as possible. And I do this inside Milanote, where I keep my references and notes, which makes the whole study process and tracking progress faster and more painless. The first thing that can make or break your progress is something most artists completely overlook. Let me explain. Most artists approach their studies in a way that seems completely reasonable. If you want to study color, you can't just ignore line art, composition, construction, and so on. So you include these skills into your study. But here's the problem. You waste lots of time getting all these right, only to improve at each skill so little that you barely notice it. So how do you fix it? Before each study, narrow down what you are trying to accomplish. And more importantly, write down this anchor skill. And by the way, you can get the structure and exercises for your studies in my free digital art workbook. Link in the description. But here's the problem with that. After a certain point in your study, you start getting diminishing returns. Meaning with each minute, you get less and less value. To prevent that, we need to log the outcome. Ask what's the success point for this study, and right when you reach that point, immediately stop the current study, take a break and start the new one. Now here's where we make this even easier. Instead of relying on willpower to stay focused, we'll use a system that does it for you. It's called automatic limitation. See, most artists create a regular reference board with lots of stuff for their studies. But there is a better way. We create the board around one specific goal. First, I write down the current focus at the top. Then I only add references that actually align with it. And I can do this in seconds with Milanote's web clipper. By the way, you can sign up to Milanote for free and with no time limit. Links in description. But that's not enough. The real power comes from adding one special rule to the study. For color, for example, it might be no color picking from the reference. But how do we make sure that all this effort actually sticks? See, every time you do something new, your brain creates a new neural connection. But because you've only done it once, that connection is still weak. So how do we strengthen that connection? We'll use a special technique called annotated extraction. Place the main reference you used next to the result of your study. Now let's figure out what happened here. For example, I made the color transition of the sky too sharp. However, if I pick the colors with color swatches, I can see that I went too far into the red in this spot. And here's what's cool about it. With each annotation, you reinforce that skill so you can actually use it in future drawings. But there is still one problem. What if you don't know what to study next? I'll show you the system I use to always know what to practice and actually crave it. Click it and I'll see you there.